Right now, 3 companies in California quietly decide how most of the world's AI thinks, what it knows, what it refuses, what language it dreams in. Brazil looked at that and said, not us. It's building its own AI brain, the model, the supercomputer, all of it. And the catch isn't the part you'd expect. If you've heard one phrase in tech this year, it's sovereign AI. The guy selling the most chips on Earth says every country needs its own. No one needs an atomic bomb, everyone needs AI. Strip the slogan, and it's a real idea. Intelligence just became infrastructure, like power, like roads. And if you don't produce it, you rent it. Today, you rent it from maybe 3 companies running on a 4th company's chips. They set the price, they set the rules, they hold your data. So think of AI as a stack. 4 layers, bottom to top. The chip, the supercomputer, the model, and the data it learns from. The United States owns all 4. Most countries own none, they just buy the finished product. Brazil decided to build the stack. Now, why would a country that doesn't make a single chip train its own GPT? 3 reasons, and none of them is national pride. First, language. The big models think in English, they translate everything else. 260 million people speak Portuguese. And the model treats it like a dialect. A Brazilian model trained on Brazilian data isn't smaller, it's sharper where it counts. Second, data. Your tax record, your health record, your court files, that's the fuel AI runs on. Send it to a cloud in another country and another government can subpoena it. Brazil has a privacy law, the LGPD, that basically says don't. Third, and this is the real one, you don't want your country's brain to be a product. A product changes price, changes rules, gets banned, gets sold. If your hospitals and your courts run on it, you want the keys. So here's what they built, and it's further along than you'd think. In July 2024, the government put up a national plan. 23 billion reais, about $4 billion through 2028. 5 strategic tracks, 54 actions. One goal, on the stack. Layer 2, compute. They took the national supercomputer, Santos Dumont, and made it 4 times bigger. 18.85 petaflops. A 575% jump. Finished in July 2025. The first concrete brick of the plan. Layer 3, the model. A startup out of 2 Brazilian universities, Maritaca, trained a model called Sabiá. And here's the number that matters. On 64 Brazilian exams, the bar exam, the college exam, it matches GPT-4o at 3 to 4 times lower cost per token. Because when the task is local, specialization beats raw size. Layer 4, the data. A sovereign cloud run by the state's own companies with the encryption keys held by the state. Model, compute, cloud, language. 3 of the 4 layers built at home. Now the catch, and it's a big one. Look at the bottom layer again, the chip. That sovereign supercomputer, French architecture packed with American chips. NVIDIA H100S Grace Hopper superchips, designed in California, made in Taiwan. The machine that symbolizes Brazil's tech independence depends on 3 foreign countries for its most expensive part. Brazil's own analysts say it plainly. The data and the software can be sovereign. The silicon underneath is fully imported. And the scale is humbling. 18 petaflops is a serious research machine. It's a rounding error next to a single American training cluster running hundreds of thousands of GPUs. This is a national lab, that's a factory. So you have to ask the honest question. Is this sovereignty or is it sovereignty on rent? And here's where 2026 gets sharp. The United States is the only country with the full stack. The chips, the compute, the models, and the power to decide who else gets the chips. Right now, Washington is drafting rules to license AI chip exports to every country on Earth. Not just rivals, allies too. In March, Congress passed a law to put tracking tech inside the chips themselves. Think about the timing. The whole world is racing to build sovereign AI. And the one country that makes the silicon is moving to control the tap. If you saw my video on why the AI boom is moving to Brazil, that was the power. The electricity. This is the brain. And the brain still runs on borrowed parts. It's the exact mirror of the niobium story. There, Brazil owns a critical material the world can't build without. Here, it depends on the one it can't make. So, is Brazil's bet naive? I don't think so. You may never make the chip, almost nobody will. But you can own the model that speaks your language, the data that stays under your law, the cloud your government actually controls. Sovereignty in the AI age was never about owning every layer. It's about owning the ones that decide how your country gets understood. Brazil is betting it can rent the silicon and still own the mind. We're about to find out if that's enough. From the trenches, I'll see you in the next one.